Hello, today I am going to read you the story of Jack Frost because it's really cold outside and I know some of you can't come into playgroup at the moment, so I thought I'd give you something little to do. So Jack Frost is all about being cold, and if you go outside today or even just put your head outside the door and you blow, you'll see that your breath, you can see it, you can't just feel it going on your hand, you can see it with your eyes. It's got to be really good looking. And that means it's really cold. And when it's really cold, we can get something called frost outside. If you stand on the grass, often it's crunchy and you can see it white and sparkly on the plants. So today's story is Jack Frost. Now, remember when we read a book, we read the words, not the pictures. And we're reading from left to right. So it says Jack Frost. Now, if you've been doing phonics in the nursery age, as you're going through, you can see how many s and a and t's you can find in the book. You can also look for shapes in the book as well. There's lots of circles. All ready to start? Jack Frost. Once there was a little boy and he lived in a house in the woods, and it was winter. So it's winter just like us. It's all cold. But all his friends were hibernating. Hibernating means you go to sleep for all of the winter. Often it's in a den underground. Well, his friends were hibernating, so he didn't like winter. He felt all on his own and sad. He was sighing. But then, one cold morning, you see he's got a little dog for company. One cold morning, he looked out of his windows and there were swirls. Can you see the patterns? The swirls all over the windows. Can you make swirls with your fingers? Yeah, it's good shape to get your wrists really wiggling as you're making the swirls. The boy ran outside of his house. Can you see him? There he is. There's the dog. And he saw a white figure covering his house with frost and ice. Now, this is a make-believe figure, and it's the name of the story, so who do you think he is? That's right, it's Jack Frost. Who are you? Asked the boy. I'm Jack Frost, replied the figure. And he ran into the woods. You see the little boy's hat's fallen off. We have to wear our hats, don't we, when it's cold? Wow, cried the boy. And he chased after him. Wait for me, wait for me. You can't catch me, said Jack Frost. And he jumped over the pond. Can you see that massive jump? Now, we don't jump over ponds, but we can do massive jumps. Can you do a massive jump? Now, the little boy knew he couldn't jump over the pond, but he was really clever and he knew what he was good at. So he put on some ice skates and he skated after Jack Frost. Can you see the ice skates on his and the dog's feet? Do you think dogs really ice skate? You can't catch me, said Jack Frost. And he jumped over the hill. Wow! Now, the little boy knew he couldn't do the hill, but he knew what he was good at. So he got onto the sledge with his friend the dog, and they went over the hill on a sledge. Jack Frost threw a snowball at the boy. Ow! It bumped him, but then he laughed. It was a game. So he threw a snowball back, and they carried on and on and on, throwing more and more and more. Can you count all the circles on this page? There are lots of them. I'll hold it for you for a minute, see if you can find them all. How many did you find? Let's find out. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The dog's got one. 15, 16, 17, 18. I hope I didn't miss any. Will you stay and play with me? Said the boy. Yes, smiled Jack Frost. I can stay and play as long as you never mention anything warm. That breaks the spell. Because remember, Jack Frost's make-believe. And it makes me have to leave. But now there are loads of things we can do. I wonder what else you can do in the snow. Ooh, they're going to build something. What do you think they're going to build? I know, said the boy. Let's build a snowman. Now they're going to build 3. Can you see which one's which? Which one's the dog? Which one's the little boy? And which one's Jack Frost? Yeah. All winter, the boy was careful not to mention anything cold. So the dog, Jack Frost, and the boy could play together. Until one day, they were playing hide and seek in the woods. I know some children who like playing hide and seek. And he found a tiny thing. Can you see it? It's called a snowdrop. We might see them in February. It was a snowdrop. Look, Jack Frost, said the little boy. It's almost spring. Now, spring is when it gets warmer. So who do you think is going to disappear? He looked up. Jack Frost was nowhere to be seen. But twinkling away on the wind, he heard a voice. I'll see you next winter. And the little boy went back home and carried on playing with the dog, and all his friends woke up from hibernation. So I know some of you are at home at the moment. There's a few of you that haven't been able to come back to playgroup. So I hope you're all okay, and I hope you've got lots of grown-ups or little brothers and sisters or pets to play with to keep you happy. Take care. Bye.